Unpredictable writing is risky. Let me tell you this right now, everyone. Unpredictable writing is risky, and it's safer to write predictable stories that are going to lead you to predictable places, that are going to lead you to predictable lessons, which are going to be like, wow, why do I have to learn this again? Why am I learning the same thing every single day and nothing is changing? Rah, 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 rah. Definition of insanity. Doing the same things every single day and expecting a different outcome. But writing an unpredictable story is risky. A couple of days ago, I had that vibe because I was so negative. I was like, oh, I need to do something to bring me out of this negative feeling. Rah, rah, rah. So what did I do? I drove 50 miles to the Murakami Museum. And when I got there, ta-da! I left my wallet at home and I have no money for gas to get back to the Murakami Museum. Luckily, I was able to resolve that problem by asking people at the gas station for money, and I don't say to do this. In fact, I didn't even do it. Hypothetically speaking, that's what I would have done. Because really, I actually just ended up calling my mom, and then I was like, hey, Mom, you want to come pick me up? And she was like, all the way over there. And I was like, yeah, I really have my wallet over here. And she was like, I'm going to tell your brother on you. I'm like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. So then I started talking to people, hypothetically speaking. And today I had the same desire to just get out of the house and go somewhere, right? And I'm like, yo, someone asked me in stream earlier today. They were like, yo, what drugs are you on? I'm like, yo, I'm on that O2, man, the oxygen. But the oxygen over here, it ain't good, man. You got to go to the forest. You got to go to the trees. And when I said that, I was like, dude, man, I want to go to some trees today. I want to get some fresh oxygen in my head. So I was like, where I'm going to go? I'm going to go to the Everglades, right? I look online, I'm like, where are the trails in the Everglades? And I find this place called Shark Valley. And I'm like, dude, I'm going to Shark Valley. It's like 30 miles away. I leave my house. I have my wallet. I get gas. I learned my lesson. I get gas. I have a full tank now. I'm driving all the way to the Everglades. Driving on Alligator Alley, that really thin, like 2-line place. It's not fun. It's a little scary, a little daunting. I'm driving there. I'm like, yeah. The Wi-Fi goes out. My mom's like, yo, why didn't you download the Laugh Alert, man? I got to know where you are at 360 degrees. And I'm like, Mom, chill out. And I get to the Shark Valley, and you know what happens? It's closed. It's closed. And I'm not the only person that thought that it was open, because other people came and it was still closed. But for me, I was like, wow, I took a risk to get outside and do something different. And the risk didn't pay off. Not in the way that I would have expected it to have paid off. And this process can burn a lot of people. They take risks, try to do unpredictable things, and then they have outcomes that are either not what they wanted or not what they expected. And then all of a sudden they go back to predictability. And it's an everyday battle. It's an everyday battle, everyone. It's an everyday battle that you have to fight, because every day does matter. Every day does matter to the end day. What you do today has a profound impact on what you're going to do tomorrow. And what you do tomorrow has a profound impact on what you're going to do on the day after. So on and so on and so on. But what you did yesterday had an even bigger impact on what you're doing today. The actions, the predictability, the stories, the lessons, the writing, everything did. And I definitely feel like it's risky. It's risky breaking away from the trend of predictable writing. It is. It's really risky. But I'm here to say sometimes the risks are not going to pay off. In fact, most times the risks may not pay off. But you can't lose the spirit. You can't lose the spirit of trying, because I think that one risk paying off is the equivalent of 100 risks not paying off. Because life is a race. It's just not a race in the traditional sense. It's not the tortoise versus the hare. Life is a race for you believing in yourself, believing in what you're doing, against the opinions of other people who tell you you can't do it. You know, the naysayers. That race is to prove to them, to prove to yourself that you can be greater than their opinions. Because if you can't do it, you're just going to confide and conform to their opinions. And a lot of them are out there nowadays. A lot of those negative mainstream topical thoughts are out there nowadays. And time is relevant. Time is relevant. Today is relevant to tomorrow. And tomorrow is relevant to the rest of your life because the rest of your life is tomorrow. The rest of your life is tomorrow. So take what energy you have today. Take what inspiration, what motivation you do have or you don't have. Take whatever it is and think about it. Think, how am I going to use this to live more consistently with what I believe in? And that's the key, because whatever you burn yourself, it's when you're not living consistently with what you believe in. You could just say, oh, I believe in this, I believe in that, and then do immoral actions. And then you're like, oh man, I feel bad, but I guess everyone's human. So like, your real talk. I mean, like, I'll just be gentle with myself. Wow. I can't give into it, man. I can't, man. Writing is just not a gentle process. Writing is a gentle process in a diary. And you know how I feel about that word. I don't like that word at all. But that's what I got to say today. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.